Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Light back here with another YouTube video. And in today's video we're gonna be doing a bit of a question video, in a matter of fact. So yeah, the question of the video is going to be, do I think the no killing rule in terms of superheroes not killing their villains is a good rule? Now, I'm not too sure what I'm going to tell this video. I think I might title it like, do I think it's a good rule, and put like in comics in brackets just so people understand that there's a difference, because I want to make sure everyone understands that. But yeah. So anyways, if you don't know what this is, basically what it is, it's basically like when superheroes vow to not kill anybody and they absolutely kill no one, none of their villains, none of that. They do not kill them at all by their hand or anything like that. Some superheroes that do this no killing rule is like Batman and SpiderMan are like the two that are most known for it. Some others are like Superman doesn't, and yeah, that's what I can think of for now. The others kill for purposely. Some kill accidentally ish. Some just when they're fighting, they accidentally like throw somebody overboard and then they die, or they don't accidentally do it, but it comes at whatever. Like, I'll say some examples. Like Iron Man, for example, blasts people, and of course, when you're blasting people with that much power, it's gonna kill them, especially when you're blasting them off the. And I'm not talking even just about the MCU, and even in comics and everything. Like Captain America, for example, he early on in, of course, the World War, he was fighting with guns, and even in the MCU, for example, you could see Captain America was like shooting a bunch of them, and he actually threw a shield at someone. They fell off the boat, so that means they're probably dead. Well, yeah, there's two different ways you could say it, and then of course there's people who kill them on purposely, like the Punisher, who just absolutely has no care and just completely just kills them, kills all his villains. Moon Knight somewhat does that too. Uh, Deadpool. So characters like that, anti-heroes, you could say. So there's different ways for exactly what this is, and of course, then there's of course the ones that obey the rule, uh, and go to extreme, very extreme lengths. Of course, like somebody like Captain America would always say, "I vow to." He doesn't want to kill anybody, of course, but it does happen. Whereas in Batman and Spider-Man, they usually like they go through with it. They don't do anything worth killing. Like they don't kill anyone at all. Like they'll save whoever or whatever. So that's interesting as well. In their character arcs. Now this is a purely strictly like an opinionated question, in a sense, because it kind of like it. I mean, I guess you could kind of answer it in the wider using facts and everything, but at the same time, it's kind of more of an opinionated question. But I mean, if you have an opinion different than mine, definitely put it down in the comments down below. It's the comment section down below. But anyways, so yeah, let's just attack this with facts, or not facts, but just like some things you could think of. So you could see, for example, like I just mentioned, characters like the Punisher, Deadpool, they all kill their villains, of course. And the thing with that is, it's kind of a little bit stupid at times, especially in the sense that you're just straight up slaughtering people. You don't even like. I guess you kind of knew they were guilty of something, but at the same time, you're not really judge, jury, executioner, or anything like that. Like you're just one simple person just defeating crime and stuff like that. So you're thinking like why that wouldn't work. So personally, I completely cross that out. I think that's way too far with characters like the Red Hood, Punisher, all those characters. So I completely cross that out. That's technically an anti-hero if we're thinking about it. And then we move into the more stuff like Iron Man, Captain America, those kind of characters. Oh, and I forgot to mention one more category, which would be like you're simply a warrior, like Wonder Woman, for example, or Thor, or in some. Actually, Green Lantern would kill it as well, but yeah, basically, characters like that where they're warriors and basically they're in war all the time fighting armies and stuff like that. So of course they're gonna have to kill and stuff like that. So that's completely understandable. So I'm thinking that's another category as well. So I'm thinking we go into category 3, which is like the Iron Man, Captain America kind of category, and I think that's reasonable. I definitely think that's reasonable. I mean, you don't see them going around shooting people, but at the same time, you also kind of got to remember as well, those guys are dealing with larger threats all the time. They never really deal with the street level stuff like beating up crooks or something. So that's another reason too where that could maybe manage. Like, of course, if you saw Iron Man probably going after crooks and stuff, the death toll might go up, or even maybe he would adhere to the no killing rule as well. So that's what I'm thinking as well, which is something else as well. Uh, and then you go into category 2, and of course, these characters aren't warmongering, not warmongering, but warriors and everything. So I think that's immediately X'd out. Now, here comes into the question, like, for example, we have Joker for Batman. Now, you know Joker has caused a lot of mayhem, a lot of deaths, a lot of killing, and I know a lot of people still... I've seen a lot of people over the years say, Batman should just kill Joker, it'll just be much easier if he kills him or whatever, and he kind of deserves it. But my kind of question to that is, do you think... I mean, does it make sense to kill Joker? Because you saw what happened with when Superman killed Joker. He just... I'm not going to say he went insane, but I mean, he started to become a dictator and all this in the Injustice universe, for example. That just is another thing as well. That's the line. And this also goes into Batman's psyche in the sense that it's always been very clear that he personally draws that line on purpose to kind of like stop him from the brink of going just completely crazy and just killing all these people and stuff like that. Because in my opinion, I think if Batman were to kill somebody, I think he wouldn't stop. That's just my personal guess. I just... Every time he kills Joker, something crazy happens in one of the universes, like the Batman Who Kills universe. But in terms of Spider-Man, that's a completely different story. I don't think Spider-Man would, like... He wouldn't go crazy or anything like that, because he has a traumatic experience, but his is very different than Batman's. So in there, that's their case as well. But I'm just saying, particularly with Batman, for example. But in terms of Spider-Man, like, say if he killed Sinister Six or a Doc Ock, for example, or Green Goblin, I just think it would just go too dark, and especially with the sense that Spider-Man is one of the heroes that's always fighting street level majority of the time. I mean, Batman has a different case because, again, he's fighting a lot of like high level beings and stuff like that, where Spider-Man, majority of the time, he's dealing with street level things and villains and stuff like that. So then there's that case as well to make. And you just think, like, why would he start killing all these people and stuff like that? So, in my personal opinion, I think... I still don't think superheroes should kill. That's just my personal opinion. At least the ones that choose not to kill, I hope they don't kill. Like, yeah, I can't really think... There's a few instances where these heroes have actually killed, like Batman. I'm not necessarily calling this comics or anything, but in terms of the Snyder Cut, he was killing people. Same with the Batman vs Superman, he was killing people, so there's that as well. But I don't know if you really count that one. Yeah, I do think these characters, they just keep being like okay, I guess is the word to use here, or whatever, when they're not killing and stuff like that. So I think it's perfectly good what they're doing. I mean, I wouldn't change anything. Of course, that comes into the question of whether you would keep alive Joker or not. Personally, if I were, say, Batman, I would probably keep him alive time and time again, but I would probably try and lock him away as I can. But anyways, drop your opinions on this topic in the comments down below if you want to. But anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.